Hi guys, welcome to another SLTZ Wrestling Roundtable podcast. We are here as always. This week we're doing our Road to WrestleMania episode 1. These obviously the Road to WrestleMania has started. So what we're going to do is we're just going to just talk about what the hell's been going on, what's happening, like a little bit of Rumble stuff, people picking who they're going to face at Mania, where we think certain storylines are going to go, like just random fun stuff, nothing too heavy, nothing too hectic. We seem to not do this a lot, where we just sit down and we're like, let's just chat about wrestling. We used to do it all the time, but no one listened, so maybe that's why we stopped. I don't know. I'm going to throw it around the table as always, and we'll get into it. Callum, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm doing good. Looking forward to having a chat about the road to WrestleMania. Um, it's going to be an interesting one, I think, this year's WrestleMania. It's to me, it's not shaping up very well so far.
Okay.
But we'll see what happens over the next few months. How are you doing, Adam?
I'm good. I'm going to steal a page from Callum's book, which doesn't happen a lot, and I am going to do a commiseration thing.
Oh, hey. Oh,
Um,
Oh,
no.
Purely because if you follow me on social media, you will have seen this by now, and it's the only reason why I purposely changed into a Three Doors Down t-shirt. We got the news, and I remember saying this on the podcast early in last year, 2025, that the lead singer of Three Doors Down, Brad Arnold, was diagnosed with stage 4 cancer. He sadly passed away over the weekend, which has just massively hit me like a brick because for those of you that don't know, Three Doors Down were my first gig, like first ever concert that I went to. They are my favorite band. When people come and say to me like, "Who's your favorite band?" I say like it's Three Doors Down. Um, like so many great songs, so many great albums. Like it's shit that I'm never going to get to see them again. You might be able to see it if I turn ever so slightly. That pink thing that's behind the Eve Lego, if you're watching on YouTube, is my ticket to that first gig with a pic that
Wow.
got thrown at me. So I put that in a little frame. But yeah, it's just like cancer's just a prick in it, and
Yeah.
like he was only, I think he was 47 years old, which is nothing and is no age. But I have been listening to Three Doors Down on heavy rotation ever since, and Three Doors Down actually being a band that I got into through wrestling, and that was through again another sadness here without you being used on the Eddie Guerrero tribute video,
Oh,
where I
oh,
was like, I didn't know this song, at the time, and I think even earlier in the year, they had Behind Those Eyes was a WrestleMania 21 theme song. So then it became one of those things of, oh, I quite like a couple of these songs. Let's go back and listen to all the albums that they've done. And then quickly enough, it became yep, Adam's got all their albums, and yeah, and it's a bit naff, but yeah, yeah.
other than that, you're all right?
Other than that, I'm all right. Yeah, yeah.
Okay. It's all good.
I've lost a stone. There you
That's
go.
good.
that's
Yeah.
Oh,
good.
look at that.
I'm on track to lose. The aim this year is I'm going to lose 5 altogether, and then I'm probably going
Oh,
to stop.
I like
So
it.
yeah,
You're gonna be like a lollipop. You know what I mean?
I'm going to be anything but a lollipop. Me and Sam had
Little
this
lollipop,
conversation the
little.
other day. We're like, you know what? We're content with the fact that we're probably always going to be big, but as long as we can fit comfortably into a 2XL t-shirt, we're fine.
Just a big head and no body, wasting away.
I'm look like my Funko.
Yeah, yeah. That's it. Um, yeah. Also, talking of cancer and being sad and all that, Van der Beek, man, Van der Beek, like
Yeah,
that
yeah,
was sad.
Yeah.
Did you see what Stacey Keebler wrote about him?
yeah. Which I
I didn't
think.
know they were so close.
Well, I think a few people, and including myself, did a Google of Stacey Keebler James Van Der Beek to find out what
Well,
was going on.
I didn't do that. So were they like proper tight?
They were friends. They were close friends.
Mm.
I never
But
knew.
yeah.
Never knew.
Well, funnily enough, talking about an interesting Google. So this week, me and Amy have watched Daredevil Born Again
Okay.
because I hadn't seen it before for whatever reason. Like I love Daredevil, but I just not got around to
So
watching.
that's the Marvel one, not the
Yeah.
Netflix one. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. The one that's on Disney Plus.
Yes.
So we watched it, and I mean, all the way through it, she's going, "You told me that I didn't have to watch the three seasons before this, but I kind of think I did." And I was like, "Oh, I don't know if you do." So there's a bit where because we've just watched His and Hers as well. So John Bernthal is
Yes,
in
yeah,
His and
yeah.
Hers, and he plays Punisher in Daredevil. So she was looking, and she was like, "He's 47. Do you think he's 47?" And I said, "Hey, I said, if you want an interest in Google, you Google who his uncle is." And then 2 minutes later, I get a fuck off. Because if you don't know people, Kurt Angle is his uncle.
Yeah. Only by marriage though.
Only by marriage, but it's
Only by
it's an
marriage.
interesting little thing.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. I
I
like
was going
that.
to say, I was going to say to sort of slightly add on what you were talking about a few minutes ago. That dad came in this morning. My dad came and said, "Have you heard that Dick Van Dyke's died?" Don't worry, he hasn't. But there was a mess up on Heart Radio that said, and they got him and the Dawson's Creek actor the wrong way around.
Oh, way.
Oh no.
Jesus. That's not
Don't
what
mess
you
with Dick Van
wanted.
Dyke. He's getting at
Yeah,
least to
man.
100, and then we'll go
Yeah,
from
He
there.
is. He is 100.
Is
Is
he
he
100
100? He's
now?
not, is he? He's
Yeah.
99.
Yeah. No, he's 100.
Oh, I thought he was only 99. I remember seeing a quote last. No, yeah, maybe it is 100. Quote last year being like, "Oh yeah, everyone wants me to get to like 100 years old." Funny if it
Mm.
wasn't. Like it would be dead funny,
Day
wouldn't it?
before.
Well,
He's just like funny that, isn't it? Know what I mean? I've
Step
never,
in time now.
yeah, I've
yeah.
never seen a
So,
100 ever, not even
so,
close.
No.
Sam is going to love the start of this episode. We probably should start
Yeah,
talking about wrestling.
yeah, that is that. Yeah, so you used to have swapped places, but then
Yeah.
Callum couldn't help himself but talk about death anyway.
Yeah.
So. Know what I mean? Maybe you should like work in a morgue or something. You love all this, don't you?
Yeah, I've got the right shape back.
Well, Also, like since your camera's been slightly upgraded, do you shave in this soul patch or does this just grow naturally?
It just grows naturally.
Well, it doesn't grow anywhere else.
No,
Wow, wow. Little soul patch that I just
If
didn't
you're not
know was
watching on
there.
YouTube,
Yeah, I just didn't know it was there. It's just like a little, yeah, man. You look
jump in
like
for the soul patch.
you look like one of them like douchebags out of a film who teach the wife of the main character how to bodyboard. Know what I mean? One of them. Know what I mean? Anyway,
yeah.
anyway.
Jesus Christ.
So we're doing a road to WrestleMania. Obviously, it's been a few weeks since the beginning of the road to WrestleMania, um, which was obviously the Royal Rumble, which had mixed reviews to say the least. Um, before we kind of like step into unpacking this, um, what did you think of the Rumble? What did you think of it being in Saudi? What did you think of? We'll get to the winners in a bit, I guess. But as a whole, do either of them stand up in a good Rumble or a bad Rumble? I
I
think the
thought a
women
lot of
be better than the men's. I will say that.
why to be fair, thinking about it, I quite like the men's. I think a lot of people were a bit sniffy about it.
I did.
Um,
I think the women's was better.
Admittedly though, my favorite thing to come out of the entire thing, and this might tell you about how memorable the whole thing was Le Parker's entrance theme. Because it's a proper bop.
Yeah,
Like if you go back, it's really, really good.
yeah.
Um, I think the disappointment came from
Oh, I
not
need to tell you something
having
that might annoy you as well. Sorry, I'll tell you in a minute though.
great. Why
Yeah,
not
yeah,
another Adam Rage bit for a
yeah.
podcast? Right. Um, a lot of surprises I don't think happened. I think, but I quite liked the smattering of like Mr. Iguana. Amy had never seen Mr. Iguana before, and she was like,
Yeah,
"Who is this guy?"
yeah.
Um, Proper loved him. Well, Parker, obviously, like I mentioned, the powerhouse Hobbs into Royce Keys was well done, but
Interesting that.
they have now done the thing where, like they did with Prince Devitt into Finn Balor, they've taken it off the file. They've taken it off the sort of. If you go back and watch the Rumble, it now just says Royce Keys.
Oh,
Yeah. So it's something to do with the fact that they actually don't own that name and they can use it in the moment, but when it comes to
Hmm.
repeat viewings, they don't have the rights to it. So it's to avoid any like
Wow.
litigation coming their way. Yeah.
interesting. For a little minute, I was like, "That's bold, keeping his powerhouse," and then it was like Royce Keys, and I was like, "Oh, fair play."
Powerhouse Hobbs, the walls break down. Oh, it's
Yeah,
Jericho.
yeah, yeah. Right. Callum, what did you think?
Um, well, I think the lack of Jericho was a surprise. I think everyone
I don't
had
think
sort
so.
of penciled in a Jericho return, possibly even at the start of the year on like the first Raw of the year on Netflix or the Rumble. And I think now you can might be able to rule it out entirely. I look forward to being proven wrong, probably at Elimination Chamber when he comes back. Um, I thought the women's rumble was slightly better than the men's. We're going to get to the winners shortly, but I think the women's rumble winner made a lot more sense than the men's winner. Um, there's a couple of things in the men's match though that I have a real gripe with. One of them, we were fortunate enough, and this is probably for me the only blessing of a show happening in Saudi Arabia is the fact that it's on at a suitable time zone for us to watch live.
Hate it.
So we were there sort of messaging away, talking about the men's rumble match. And then Adam was thinking when Jey Uso entered, oh, please don't run it back. And within about 2 seconds, Jey Uso runs it back. And you watch a match like the Royal Rumble, and you've got Jey Uso there yeeting on the top turnbuckle. He's technically entered the match already. Why didn't no one go over and try and shove him off the top turnbuckle?
Why did no one go over and yeet him
What?
out?
What? Yeah, exactly. Like, it just made no sort of logical sense that the match sort of had to stop for a minute for him to do that. And then he was doing that, and Brock Lesnar got eliminated. And like, I'm not the biggest Brock Lesnar fan, but it's still Brock Lesnar, and his elimination was made to feel like an afterthought because of Jey Uso's entrance. And that's not me sort of solely blaming Jey Uso, but at the same time, 12 months ago he was winning the Royal Rumble, and then he's basically a comedy character in this one.
Well, I feel like the yeeting thing and the all that and the dance and the running it back. Um, this is the first time I'm ever going to say this. I'll be honest. Um, you've aged out. That's what it is. It's not for you. It's like all the kids are
Yeah,
like losing their mind doing the yeet, and you're too old for it now. So you're like, what
yeah,
are you doing this for? Know what I mean? But
12-year-old Callum is too old for it now.
yeah,
yeah.
you've aged out
Finally.
of dancing like a fool because you're a child and you can. Gutted. Sorry. Sorry to
Welcome to the
break
old
it.
time.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Sorry to break it to you. I called both winners months ago.
Oh,
What?
Hmm.
What? What?
I can't
Us,
both
in
winners.
fact,
Look at me.
that's the other thing
Is
to,
it?
to sort of mention is I think myself and Adam thought that Bianca Belair was returning to win the Royal Rumble, and we sort of mentioned that last summer. The injury that she must have suffered must be pretty severe for her to, at this rate, miss WrestleMania as well, because obviously they're having Elimination Chamber qualifying matches. Um, so I mean, hopefully she's back at some point because yeah, she's a huge miss, especially on that SmackDown side. Um, but yeah, I mean, it was a surprise when it got to number 30 and it wasn't Bianca Belair for me.
Did you was you expecting Tiffy?
I think by that point I was.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I kind of like the fact that people hated it. I get off on that a little bit. I love it. More like, oh, why are you doing this? Why are you in Saudi? Know what I mean? I like all that. Um,
Have you seen that they've just tore down the arena now?
yeah, yeah. Yeah, just like, nah, I don't need that.
Yeah, don't
Uh,
need it. No.
yeah.
What was this thing that
Interestingly,
you were going to say that was annoying? That was going to annoy me?
oh yeah. So for anybody who hasn't been listening, I watched a ridiculous amount of wrestling last year.
Oh,
Um, so outside of random things that I watched, like New Japan bits and um like MLP bits and other random stuff that I just wanted to watch, ROH. Every week I watched Raw, SmackDown, Dynamite, Collision, and Impact. This year, I've had a AAA on Fox.
Oh,
Yeah,
Of
man.
course you have.
Only
Of course you
right
have.
because, hey, so get on this, right? This is like WWE, but all flippy shit, right? So it's all like, ooh, and all these people who you don't know and masks and stuff like that. And if that wasn't enough, Dominic Mysterio's the main character.
Of course he's watching it.
Like,
Of course he's watching it.
it's well good, you know. It's boss.
Aye, aye.
Only on YouTube and that. Decent. It's only on for an hour. But,
Great.
that's an extra 50.
Booked by The Undertaker. Called by Corey Graves. What a fever dream. Triple A
It's
booked by
good.
The Undertaker. What on earth is
To be
going
fair,
on?
to be fair, I was like producer, and it was like that Lee Fit,
Lee
Paul Smith,
Fitting. Holovec. Matt Calloway.
Yeah, Mark Calloway. And I was like, I know that name, and it was like, what? When it takes a
Is that
minute,
our Mark?
I was like, how do I know him? Oh, oh,
I
that was
look
mad
I look
good.
forward to him coming out in his Phantom of the Opera star mask that he
Yeah,
wore when he had his eye socket taken
yeah.
out
I mean,
and
it is.
wrestling Dominic Mysterio in a El Grande El Taker.
Yeah, it's all good. Like yeah, man, it's fun. And seeing Viking go every week, love all that. All that for me. Sound man. Anyway, as I've said, I picked the winners months ago. Been telling everyone it was Liv. Do you know why I knew it was Liv? Have I mentioned this? Why I knew it was Liv?
I don't know.
No.
So, do you know when they announced it was going to happen, and they had
Mm,
that like press conference like
Mm,
8 months ago or something? And she was injured, weren't she?
mm,
mm,
But she was there. And they were all standing behind Triple H. And as soon
mm.
as he said, "We're going to bring the men in the women's Royal Rumble to Saudi Arabia, yay!" Like that, Triple H doesn't talk like that. Like he's not Jim Davidson, so you know what I mean? Saudi Arabia, yay! Like that. Liv Morgan like kind of giggled and looked down to herself, and I was like, she knows she's winning. Like she knows she's winning this match. That was it, and she did.
Well, I mean, my thing now. She's winning the title at Mania.
Yeah.
Mm,
She's getting cashed in on by Roxanne Perez when she wins Money in the Bank.
Ooh, here's the thing though, right? About
Mm.
so I genuinely thought Raquel Rodriguez was going to win the title
Oh, on
mm,
Raw.
on Raw, and then it was going to
mm.
be a thing. I thought that this is quite interesting now. I
Mm.
don't think she's going to go after Jade because what's the point? I feel like that's um, Jordan Grace's sort of place. Um,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
Liv versus Stephanie Briquet doesn't really.
Well, someone I saw before, someone had predicted Liv Stephanie Raquel.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
I don't think that because I think I know what they're going to do with the world title.
Is this where you think that match that I got chastised for on our card predictions, where you were like, it just doesn't make sense? How does it make sense? And I'm saying, well, Punk, Reigns, and Breaker is clearly the WrestleMania main event.
Yeah,
You're now saying that that's going to happen.
no.
What are you
No.
saying is going to happen then?
I'm going to say Balor's going to be in it instead of Breaker.
No.
No. But
Balor's not going to
Balor's
be in it. Balor's going to get screwed over by Dom, and it's going to be Balor versus
yeah.
Dom.
Balor versus
For the
Dom winning
IC.
for the IC
Yeah,
title.
yeah.
Yeah.
Demon Balor, turn babyface.
Dom needs to stay in his lane and let Finn be the world champ. That's
It's
what
not
he
happening.
needs.
It's not going to happen.
Okay, anyway, Reigns winning. What are your
Yeah,
thoughts?
It's-
doesn't need to.
Break glass in case of emergency.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
because
I
Who would
mean,
want to win though? Who would you like? In fact, while we're talking about it, outside, so did you both put Bianca Belair on your predictions?
yeah,
I think I may have put Liv
Who did you put on your men's side?
Reigns.
Gunter.
Really?
He should have done. This is the thing. I think
No, we put should.
because the way that my head was going into it was had AJ won,
Yeah,
I think Gunther then definitely should have won the Rumble because then he doesn't look like a chump for losing earlier in the night.
yeah,
But then the fact that Gunther came out at 30, having retired AJ,
yeah.
I still think at that point he should have won because then at that point you're like proper monster heel, you know.
Mm,
And again, the fact that he was, you know, always the bridesmaid, never the bride, it was in the final two again.
mm,
Like, you know, when is it going to happen? Probably next year now.
Santino's
Um,
been in the final two. Doesn't mean he should win.
my my bigger thing, and I think the more interesting thing is positioning where they put Gunther on the Mania card
mm,
Yeah,
because I think no matter what happens, it's going to end up being another career on the line match because this is just going to be him now. Because coincidentally, we've got a lot of people who are choosing to end the careers or bring their careers to a close at the same time. Now,
mm,
people are
who's next?
predicting, well, people are predicting that this is the year where you do Gunther and Lesnar at Mania. I think they're going to save that for SummerSlam because SummerSlam's in Minneapolis. So I think you do Gunther Lesnar at SummerSlam in Minneapolis. So then Gunther retires Lesnar at that point. Mania,
mm,
Lesnar can face Obafemi based off the Rumble stuff, right?
mm,
The one name that I saw as a sort of match for Gunther for this year's Mania was Rey Mysterio. Whether that's up to Rey on whether or not he wants to, sort of bring it to an end and all that kind of stuff. My other thing is if he returns at the Chamber, do you just do Gunther and Chris Jericho at Mania?
Um,
So you do another little stint for Jericho
in a month.
mm.
in a month, you
That'd be
know?
ideal for you two, wouldn't it?
Yeah,
I'm here,
because
I'm
let's
gone,
be honest,
bye.
the melted candle was at the Ritz the other night, so that's why he's not come back at the Rumble. Like he's still kicking around with Ozzy.
I mean, I feel like the Jericho thing. I feel like Jericho wants to get that, or thinks he's going to get what happened with Cody, where it's like in AEW, everyone absolutely hates him. But then he comes back to WWE and everyone's like, "Oh my God, it's my guy!" Like I
Dream
don't,
match rivalry with someone in
yeah,
Hell in a
I
Cell.
don't think that's going to happen. I'll be honest with you, but I think in his head he thinks that's what's going to happen. I genuinely, it's interesting because I feel like um, Ricochet has recently said that like WWE has tarnished his career. AEW has tarnished Chris Jericho's.
Do you
Yeah,
think
Yes, not at the
yeah.
beginning. Not at the this like
the learning tree stuff towards the
learning
end?
stuff and the fact that everyone wanted them to go away and like all that. I don't know. It's just a
Because
bit
to be
like
fair, the inner circle stuff wasn't bad.
I love the inner circle. Even the
Mm.
Jericho Appreciation Society that worked.
Mm.
Loved it. Like it's all good. Learning to bad, bad.
Like the thing is, Judas got over, didn't it? That's the thing. Like people enjoyed singing Judas more than
Mm.
anything else. And then
Yeah,
when he
100%.
starts the learning tree and he comes out to the other
Yeah.
song that we had the pain of watching him do for his entrance at All In. It's
It
like
went on for
Queen
about
can't say
6
that they
minutes
played
as well.
Wembley twice, but Fozzy can.
Yeah.
Like
It went on forever. Like I was just like, oh my God. And then I thought he'd stopped and he just carried on singing it down the ramp. I'm just like, come on, man.
the world's longest ramp.
Like, what are you doing? Like,
Uh,
Jesus. No one knows the fourth verse. Stop doing it. Like, oh God.
no one knows verse 1 and 2. It's not. It's not Judas.
Um, yes. So I don't know. I think he has. I think it has been a bit like I don't think he's going to get the heroes welcome he wants.
Mm.
I'll be honest.
It's a weird one, isn't it? Because what is he? He's 50 odd, isn't he? He's
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
52 or something.
I just don't get it. Like, just you don't need to come back. Here's the thing as well. He said his whole career, oh yeah, I don't need like a farewell thing or like I don't need to be like have a retirement match
In
or
the Hall of Fame,
I don't need all that.
Mm.
Like, I just want to ride off into the sunset. Bullshit, bullshit.
55
Like,
years.
there you go. That's what he wants.
Mm.
It's like, come on, man, what are you doing? Like, it's one of them where AEW sounds for a lot of things, but unfortunately, AEW isn't WWE. That's the whole top and bottom, really. Like, it can be as big as it wants, but it'll only ever be number two.
Mm.
Like,
Yeah.
it's just a fact. Like, it's not. It's unfortunate, really is. But WWE is always the place to be because when anybody mentions wrestling, that's what they think of.
Mm.
So, gutted. Know what I mean?
Mm.
I Anyway, I don't think he's coming back. But if he does, I'll probably like completely spin and be like, oh yeah, he's fucking Barcelona. You know what I mean? Best. Look at the
He'll
best.
finally win Money in the Bank as the man who invented it.
That's it, yeah. Yeah.
Take a week to climb the ladder.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you've mentioned that you think the Balor match is completely pointless
Yeah.
because he's not winning the title.
Yeah.
So you just both think this?
Yeah.
Okay. Um, so what's the deal? Like,
I mean, I don't mind the match happening at all. I think it makes perfect sense after the fact that we had the Punk and AJ match and Balor interrupted it before the Rumble. Balor then wasn't in the Rumble, because the Rumble's full. The
yeah,
Rumble is
that was bad.
full. You can't get into the Rumble, but what Parker and Mr. Iguana can do. And two El Grande Americanos can do.
Yeah.
Um,
Gable's
but
ripped to the tits, isn't he? The
yeah,
absolute
yeah.
tits.
Um,
Jesus.
but it's the idea of, and admittedly, it was a great promo, like the promo between Punk and Reigns, where it was like, you know what, I'm picking you because I hate you.
Yeah.
Um, and you set up the Mania thing, and like I've heard things this week about the fact that the only reason why they did it that early and had people pick that early is because they're concerned about the ticket sales because it's not selling as well as it was last year. It's because you're in the same place. Now, that I think was fine, and you put a box in it and it's done, right? You just give Punk another match. You give Punk just something else to do on the night because, yes, he's going to be in Chicago because it's Punk and it's Chicago. But then the next week on Raw, you go Finn Balor, CM Punk at Elimination Chamber for the World Heavyweight title, and you go, you've already announced the match for Mania, though.
Yeah.
And
Mm.
no offense to Finn Balor whatsoever, I've got a bleeding statue of him over there, right? No chance in hell is your WrestleMania main event Roman Reigns versus Finn Balor for the World Heavyweight title. It's
Mm.
not going to happen. It'll be a great match, and we know it's a great match because we've seen it before, right?
Triple threat.
But it's not going to be a triple threat either
Triple
because
threat.
it just doesn't fit. It just doesn't
And
work.
and I think like the triple threat last year sort of worked with Punk, Rollins, and Reigns just. And like Adam, I'm a massive Balor fan, but I just can't picture a WrestleMania main event being Punk, Reigns, and Balor just because of how Balor's been booked for far too long. Like there was something I think at the end of 2024 that said Finn Balor will receive a significant singles push in 2025. He didn't. Like the big story for Finn Balor is with Dominic Mysterio, and it has been since last year's WrestleMania when Dominic won the IC title in a match also including Finn Balor. That match could have been done at any time in the last 12 months. And it is quite frustrating that we haven't had that story yet. And I know that there's been periods of time where Dominic's been out injured, Liv was out for a long time, and Judgment Day itself has been obviously not split, but they have been very disjointed over the last 12 months to tell a big enough story. But I think there is a big enough that there's a big match for Finn to have against Dom where he doesn't obviously need to be involved in the world title picture. And I'm not saying Dom should cost Finn Balor at Elimination Chamber. I think Punk defeats Finn. He's already sort of defeated him in Belfast, so it's not going to hurt Finn to lose again in a clean fashion. And then post match, you see Dom attack Finn, and Judgment Day sort of kick Finn out of the group.
I don't
That's the way it's going to go.
I don't want it to though.
But no, it will be because it'll be the return of Demon Balor at Mania to give him a big babyface pop. Because realistically, there is a reason why they've kept the Intercontinental title on Dom, in that he's not done anything with that belt because he's been injured since December. And
Yeah,
at that point, and I know it's all like, it's all scripted and it's all made up and it's all blah 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 blah.
what?
But whenever something, I know, sorry, Father Christmas, sorry. Um,
What?
what? Shock horror. My head always goes back to, and this is such a niche thing for my head to go back to, right? September 2004, right? Edge got injured as Intercontinental Champion, right? And they said to him, Eric Bischoff said to him on Raw, there is a 30-day clause in a champion's contract that they have to defend the title within those 30 days because you can't, you need to relinquish it. And we got a ladder match between Chris Jericho and Christian at Unforgiven. So anytime there's a champion who hasn't defended a title in 30 days, my head goes to that shouldn't be allowed. Edge couldn't do it. They can't do it. Like Jade Cargill's managed to do it. How she's managed to do it, I don't know.
Brock
Right?
Lesnar was a champ for about a year.
No, I know.
Yeah.
And again, my head does the same thing, right? But
Mm.
really, I think had they not had the Mania stuff set in stone, and again, there's been a lot of conversation around about apparently they'd ripped it up and changed it and done all this kind of stuff. Clearly, they know that Finn and Dom is the end point for Mania of the Intercontinental title, because otherwise they would have done something about it sooner.
So Finn and Dom was penciled in. Finn and Demon Balor, I should say, was penciled in for Survivor Series last year.
When he did Cena instead.
Yeah. Because they were like, so Cena basically ran out of dates, they say.
Yeah.
And then it was like, actually, we want to put this on him. So how are we going to do this?
Mm.
Which is why he dropped the title and the next defense he picked it back up and all that stuff.
Mm.
So, yeah, I think it was the plan anyway. So maybe you're right. I don't know. I want Finn
Finn
to
will win
win.
at Mania. Dom will win Money in the Bank.
Do you think?
Dom and Roxanne on the same night winning Money in the Bank.
Yeah. So what Judgment Day by SummerSlam say is going to be Dom, Liv, and Roxanne.
Dom, Liv, Roxanne. Yeah, well, maybe still Raquel.
I don't think so.
Um,
I think there can be an argument made where both Dom and Liv and even Finn um, could easily turn babyface at any point and be incredibly popular babyfaces. Again,
Who
like
does a face just? I don't know.
last year's Mania, the reaction that Dom got
Dom
when he
could be the
won the
face.
IC title was worthy of a face champion. And I think that's where so much has got muddled over the last year,
Yeah.
where there's been opportunities for that to happen. I mean, you saying Gunter, oh my God, you saying Gunter possibly facing someone like Rey Mysterio at WrestleMania. Imagine a world where Gunter retires Rey Mysterio, and that, in a way, despite the hatred that they have for one another, that almost turns Dominic babyface
Shut up.
because
Like,
he want
nah.
because he almost wants to event not like the night after, but down the line wants to avenge
Right,
what
okay.
happened to his dad,
I think he
Avengers
and
meant
that's
Day.
for
like he'd retire and he'd get retired, then he'd run out to the ring and be like, "Oh, Dad, what was the hell?"
but
Like,
he'd be like, I should have been the one to retire my dad.
yeah,
Even if you do an angle where like Gunther's got Ray in the sleeper and he's just not giving up, Dom
Hmm.
runs down with a towel in his hand.
Yeah,
yeah.
It's heavy emotion that.
I don't know. I don't know.
that's Elizabeth and Macho Man.
That's yeah. I'm not
It's
sure
Kid
though.
Lycos and Kid Lycos 2.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Right. I'll get. So what we'll do is, seeing as though this is like, I want to come back to this. All right, in a few
Mm.
weeks, maybe after Chamber.
After Chambers
Um,
settled.
I'll throw down right. So at the before we finish, I'll be like, "What are you predicting for Mania?"
Mm.
And I'll just
Mm.
leave the piece of paper here, and then
Theo
we'll
will get it. Scribble all over
yeah, we'll see
it.
if any of it's right, right, rather than being like, yeah, we'll just see if what happens happens. So, who do you think Liv's picking?
Steph.
And you think
Stephanie,
it's going to
yeah.
be a triple threat?
Um,
Best not be. Like,
yeah, yeah, I do.
don't like that.
Yeah,
I don't like that. I don't get Stephanie. I don't get Raquel Rodriguez. I just don't understand it.
I know you don't, but
And it
I
makes me
think
die a little
it's
inside when she gets called Big Mammy Cool.
big sexy.
Yeah, like I'm just like ugh, Big Daddy Cool is sound like I'm loving all that, like back in the day. But she gets called it because she bought a cheap pair of glasses one time. That was it. Like what the hell, man? Big
I mean,
sexy and that. No,
there's a bigger waste of talent that's going to happen on the Mania card
which
with the
is
women's tag titles.
yeah, they're all
Mm.
You
over.
put
Why are
you
they all over that at the minute?
you put in Rhea and Io, two of the biggest stars as tag champs, and I get it in a match against the Bellas.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but this is the thing, right? I don't fully understand why the women's tag. Actually, I've just worked it out in my own head as I was actually saying it. Though I was about to say I don't know why the women's title is such a big thing at the minute. The women's tag team titles, and I've just
Mm.
worked out it's because AEW have just created one. I didn't really
Mm.
think of that until right this
Yeah,
second.
yeah.
So they've been like, "Oh, we've got them. Oh, we've got all these teams." Weird.
Mm.
AEW are introducing their new title. Someone looks at Twitter and goes, "Hey, have we got a pair of them?" I'm sure. What?
Yeah,
What are they walking? Oh
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah. That's it. What do you think of Natty, the low key legend?
It's a good gimmick switch,
Mm.
Yeah.
you know.
I like the way like Natalia's at an elevator and Natty's
Is
like a
that an Aerosmith
destroyer.
song?
What?
Is that an Aerosmith song?
Possibly, yeah. Natty's an elevator. I don't know what it is, not elevator, but you know what I mean? Like she enhances talent. I don't know. But
Yeah,
you know what I'm
she's not a
saying?
lift. She's not going up
Not a
and
lift.
down.
So one more thing, which I just penned down before,
Mm.
um, is Lynch losing the title to AJ at Elimination Chamber?
No,
No, dusty finish at Elimination Chamber to set up a match at WrestleMania.
Stip at Mania.
In what sense?
I don't know because I thought about this because I was gonna say Cage, but then Cage is that one where they go to if it's like there's outside interference, we need to stop people from coming in.
Yeah.
Mm.
So if you end up with a
Or
dusty
people running
finish,
off.
true,
So
true. So
Mm.
if
so
there's a
Becky
count
could
out
be like,
finish,
nope, and run away
yeah.
and then get counted out.
Um, well, because then my other thing would have been say there's a dusty finish, but technically Becky gets the pinfall win.
Mm.
Yeah.
Do you then do like a 2 out of 3 falls? Because then AJ's got to win, Becky's got to win. 2 out of 3 falls at Mania.
I don't know.
Mm.
I think
Submission.
AJ might
Both
win.
their finishes are submission moves.
Maybe. You think Punk and AJ about winning in
Yeah.
I
Well,
suppose
no. So
No, no.
Punk's
no,
yeah,
I mean
Punk's winning
like
at
yeah,
Chamber,
sorry.
AJ's losing,
Yeah, I
and then
mean
at
but
Mania,
AJ could
Punk's losing and AJ's winning.
right. I meant like
Yeah,
AJ winning in the sense that like I'd buy a DQ or whatever it is.
Oh, right,
You know what I
yeah.
mean?
yeah.
No, I reckon you'd still have to have like a Becky,
Yeah.
either the
Mm.
walkout, like you say, or a Becky roll up in nefarious means to then
Mm.
warrant another one.
Yeah, makes sense. Who do you think are winning Elimination Chamber?
See, because so whoever wins the women's is going to be the person that faces Jade. So then at that point, I'd say
Good.
Jordan Grace.
Yeah.
But she's not.
She's not
She,
in it
Oh.
yet.
Oh. Has she had a qualifier?
No.
no, because she's
So
going to face Jade on SmackDown, isn't she,
this is the,
tomorrow?
yeah, because this is the thing. So
Oh.
Tiffy's in it, but then do
Yeah.
you do Tiffy and Jade? Um, the men's is massively up in the air because the qualifier on SmackDown is Sammy, Jacob, and Cody.
Yeah, I feel like Sammy's winning that.
So Sammy gets into the chamber. Cody and Jacob still are nowhere to be seen. So then who faces Drew?
We have a fatal four way. You have a fatal
I
four way
mean,
with Drew.
I don't know if I want Sammy in there.
No, but they do.
Do you
So
think?
I think that Mania match is going to be a fatal four way, and I don't think Drew has enough star power to walk into Mania as a world champ and it be like anything close to Punk versus Reigns.
Right.
I,
So as we record this, here you go. Right. So you've got in the men's, you've got Randy Orton, LA Knight, and four to be determined. And the
Yeah,
qualifying matches that have been announced
huh,
are Cody, Jacob, and Sammy. So
yeah.
you're Sammy, you're saying for that then?
I think so because they're just going to take each other out, aren't they?
Yeah, yeah, I suppose,
hmm.
yeah. Um, and then the fourth spot will be determined on Raw between Dominic Mysterio, Gunther, and Javon Evans.
Yeah, I feel like Gunther could win that one. Like, I'd
Unless
like
like
Dom to win it.
unless Ray costs Gunter, Ray or
Yeah.
Dragon Lee costs Gunter.
Why?
And that's how you get the Ray match at Mania.
Nah, stop putting that into the world. It's not happening.
Yeah,
Stop it.
but I tell you what, I'm sorry, but if
Stop
Gunter's in
retiring
Elimination
another one of your favorite
Chamber,
wrestlers.
if Gunter's in Elimination Chamber, I would have him winning.
Why?
That's the problem. Like the thing is, just because it's Gunter,
Yeah.
like I can't believe I'm going to say this because a few weeks ago I was saying, oh, he probably shouldn't win the Rumble, but I actually think Gunter probably should have won the Rumble, just because
No.
it was such a huge deal, him retiring John Cena, then him retiring AJ Styles. The match that he has at WrestleMania needs to be of a similar caliber, if not bigger, than his previous two wins against Cena and AJ.
Oh,
And
hey, I'm
like,
not into
I
this.
re
Gunther
yeah,
goes into the chamber,
Yeah,
sets up a match because he gets eliminated by Randy Orton.
no,
Gunther Orton retirement match.
fuck no, absolutely fucking no, absolutely no, not nah, not having it. Stop saying these things. Stop putting them out into
No,
the
to be honest,
imagine,
I think out of any of them, I reckon to be fair, and this is a bit of a bold one, I reckon Javon because he
yeah,
can do a big jump off a chamber
Yeah,
yeah.
that's true.
and you get the spectacle in. Like
I
it's
mean,
the whole reason
Gunther
why
is
like Morrison was in them.
Gunther's got to the point where he's lightly salted tofu, like he's fucking boring as shit.
Shut up, man.
He is. He's decent
Right.
in the ring. Don't get me wrong, but he can't cut a promo. You're garbage.
The women's currently is Tiffany and Rhea. There is a triple threat on SmackDown that is Alexa Bliss, Julia, and Zelina, which I feel like would be Alexa Bliss.
I would have liked
Yeah.
Ivy Nile to go into that match. I'll be honest.
And then the one on Raw is Asuka, Bailey, and Natty,
Natty in it.
which I feel like has to be a Natty.
Yeah.
If you're positioning it as you are positioning it.
I think it would have been more interesting to have Lara Valkyria and Bailey in there.
Yeah.
Mm.
That would have been quite interesting.
See, I mean, the thing is, I'm doing that thing of I could fall into proper like fandom worship and go, oh, but it's so wide open, you don't really know where anyone's gonna go, because say if like Natty won the chamber and she went for Steph, you've then got Liv having to face Jade Cargill.
Mm.
Makes
You
no
know,
sense. Why would you do that?
well, I mean, a lot of things right now aren't really lining up for
I
me.
love
Yeah.
it. I love it.
I mean, I know this sounds incredibly left field, but I'm going to say it
I
anyway.
think Edge versus the Ultimate Warrior might happen, you know. Fuck
Now,
off, Callum.
I think that's probably a very good reason why that match won't happen.
Because Edge is an
Yeah,
Um,
Edge is
AEW.
retired.
yeah, Edge is retired. Saudi next year. What if Drew isn't the world champion at WrestleMania?
Who is?
Well, what if Drew costs Cody and Jacob in the triple threat match,
Yeah.
and then we get a triple threat between Drew, Jacob, and Cody at Elimination Chamber, and Drew drops the title to Cody at Elimination Chamber, and then the winner of the Chamber faces Cody at Mania, and you get Drew versus Jacob at Mania in
Cody
like
isn't going to go into Mania again as the champ.
No, he's not.
That is for certain.
My concern with Drew, Jacob, Cody, and Sammy
Yeah,
is who comes out of that as champion.
Jacob.
It's not going to be Jacob.
Funny if it was
I,
though.
I I'd like it,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
if I'm honest, it's definitely. I think between the three, it's Sammy, Cody, and Drew. I reckon they'd be more inclined to give it to Sammy.
In that, if that's the case and it's a fatal four way, I would say the most shocking thing would be Drew keeping it.
Mm,
Yeah. This is what I mean.
Yeah,
yeah.
like
I
Because
mean,
just
I
beating them all off with a big
I
stick.
wouldn't. I quite like Cody on the hunt. This is the thing.
That's what he likes as well.
yeah.
He's quite that like. This is why I know he's not going in as champ because he was like, I want to drop the title because people are getting bored of me being the champ.
Yeah,
Basically, he was like, I wanna be chasing it because it makes it more interesting.
and the second reign was a bit nah.
How
Yeah.
dare you?
It
He
was.
was barely there.
Yeah,
Whatever. Doesn't need to be there. Just go
too
to
busy
bed.
being Guile.
Whatever.
But I
He's
mean,
not.
I
Aye.
think with Cody's reign, they could have so easily have given the belt to Drew at WrestlePalooza,
Hmm.
and then Drew hold the title from like WrestlePalooza until well,
Yeah.
possibly Mania.
Right. I get that, and I see what you're saying, but Drew's title reign is even worse than Cody's. Like Drew's
I
title
think
reign
that's
now
because,
has been garbage.
but then I
He's
think that's because everyone expects it to end at Mania. That's the
he's had it.
problem.
He's had it 3 weeks.
Yeah, and it's been shit. What have you done for me lately, Drew?
It's not been that bad.
It's been pretty bad. It's been pretty garbage, hasn't it? Come on. It's not only been 3 weeks. Feels like so
No, it's
long.
not. No, to be fair, it was the start of Jan, wasn't it?
I
So
was
you're
gonna
talking
say it's
like
been way longer than
You feel
nearly
3 weeks.
like
six,
you
nearly
talk
six
like
at this
you're
point.
talking 4 weeks maybe.
Yeah,
It was during the European tour.
yeah.
That's enough. Right, before we wrap this up, um, what are your genuine, not bold, not so I'm talking to Adam here, not Callum. Know what I mean? I think we're gonna get a Rock and Austin 4, you know. Oh, yeah, sound, yeah.
Yeah, that's on
No,
the
at that point,
undercard.
you are talking to Callum, not me.
That's on the undercard of Edge versus Warrior.
All right,
Yeah.
okay. So what do you think some actual matches that are gonna come out of this in the next few weeks? So you both said Dom and Finn.
Dom and Finn.
Yeah.
Yeah. Any
Um,
others?
I still think you're getting Punk and Reigns,
Yep.
but just Punk and Reigns.
Just Punk and Reigns.
Yeah.
Um, I'm gonna say Liv, Stephanie, and Raquel.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say that because I think it adds an extra dynamic to it and extra layer of uncertainty of whether Raquel could turn it back on Liv.
Mm.
So you think Jade is gonna go against Jordan?
No, I think it's
No,
Jade and
no.
Tiffy.
Really?
So bad.
Yeah, I think it's Jade and Tiffy, and I can see Jordan going against Julia for the women for the United States.
And you've got Rio, the second best Rio we know. Uh,
Yeah,
versus Bella's.
versus the Bellas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are we doing the fatal four way for the
I think
WWE?
it's a fatal four way, I'll be honest.
Oh.
So you've got Rhodes, Drew, Sammy.
Can you take Sammy out and replace him with Orton?
That's
No,
not going to happen.
But
That's not
no.
happening.
Orton winning the
And you think
Rumble.
Gunther versus who?
Either Ray or Orton.
Oh
One
my
of the two
God.
Oh,
from my heyday of wrestling fandom is off again.
And Edge versus Warrior.
Edge versus Warrior.
yeah.
I would like to throw in, please, the Usos
Hulk Hogan. Okay.
versus can't even say it. Can't remember myself to do it. Versus the Hardy Boys.
Okay.
I think you can also throw in Becky Lynch versus AJ Lee.
Yeah.
Becky versus AJ. Okay, we'll see how many of these actually.
And until the reports of his serious hernia operation, Bron Breakker.
Don't you
I'm
do
gonna
it.
say I'm gonna say it just because of how it went at
Don't
Royal
say
Rumble
it.
and how it's gone.
Don't.
It would have been Bron Breakker versus Seth Rollins
All right, well, I'll write it and then put a line through it because it's not happening. All right, because they're
because
both
it's not
too
going to
young
happen
to
now.
live in hospital beds, aren't they? Let's be honest. Do you think
Next to each other.
Overfemi and
Ober and Brock.
Over and
Ober and
Brock?
Brock, but Ober should squash him Goldberg style,
He
beat him
should.
in 90 seconds, if not
Hey,
less.
do you reckon Ober only came when it was number one because they wanted to give him his entrance?
Yeah.
Because imagine his
The amount
entrance
of
if he,
people now that are
yeah, but the imagine, right? Because I was like, because me and Rachel talking, and she was like, but shit, that is number one in it. And I was like, yeah, but like, if he does that walk, it'll take him 90 seconds to get down there.
is number 17.
Yeah. Just getting lapped. Here's number 18, Javon Evans is just running down and now. And he's always just like boom, ba-dum, 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 like that.
It's like
You know
the
what I mean?
anti-Undertaker. It takes as long, but it looks like he's going faster than he
Yeah,
actually
that's
is.
it, yeah. Right, that's a lot of matches right there, I'll be honest. So we'll see. Interesting. Anything else you'd like to add? I think we're gonna run this back at
After Chamber.
we're, we're gonna run this back after Chamber and see where we are, and see what's what, and see where it's quite interesting. We should do this more often, where we just like
Road to every pay-per-view.
we just chat some wrestling. It's nice, isn't it? Like we're very like boom, boom, boom these days. I don't like that. Just chat wrestling. We had an hour. Let's chat for an hour. Job done. Um, yes, I don't agree with a lot of these, but we'll see what happens, won't we? Um, it'll be interesting. Right.
I mean, there
Anything
goes that
else you'd like to
Vikingo
add?
match that we predicted.
What you say?
There goes that Vikingo match that we predicted.
Oh, that'd be good. That I like that. Well, he's got a title match with Dominic Mysterio at Ray the Rays. So yeah, Ray the Rays, King of
Yep,
the Kings. Yeah,
King of
man.
Kings.
You win a sword.
Nice.
You win a sword, man. But um, Vikingo is a heel now, and he's asked Dom to put his hair on the line.
So title versus no.
No, if
Just
he loses the title and his hair.
is it her versus her or is
I
it?
don't know. I don't speak Spanish, but um, someone's getting their head shaved. All right.
No hablo español.
So
Um, yeah. There's another her versus her match in there where it's like
it's
clearly
is it
this is it.
it's
It's the
Tony Storm.
Tony Storm, Orange Cassidy, Wheeler, Yuta, and Marina Shafir. That's why Yuta's been growing his hair out.
I'm
Get
telling
that
you.
mop off his head.
That's got to be used to getting that for a little
Yeah.
shaggy dog. Anyway, we've got
Get
to
that off.
AEW before we get into that. But yeah, if anybody's looking for some kind of WWE stuff but isn't WWE stuff, YouTube, Lucha Libre AAA, AAA Lucha Libre on Fox, I should say, all building up to Raid the Race where you win a sword. Know what I mean?
Produced by Matt Calloway.
Woohoo! See? I know that name. Oh, right.
Who's he?
Anything you just want to add?
Well,
No.
I just looked at the WrestleMania 42 predictions that we did a couple of months ago. None of the matches that I've got written down are ones that we've just mentioned in the last hour. So,
Well,
yeah.
we'll collate them both and see how close we are with all of these predictions. We've basically predicted every match, so one of them's got to be right. Let's be honest.
Something's got to wait there, hasn't it? Surely.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. As always, stay safe, stay entertained, and watch the wrestling you want to watch. And we will catch you next time.